I think I've come to understand why the Catholic Church refused this bishop, this priest, from entering this governorship race. I think it's solely because maybe the bishop knows him very very well. Maybe he knows that he's actually clueless. You understand? I think that's the reason why. Assuming it was somebody else, maybe they would not have even done what they did. But probably because the bishop knows this, he sabi the priest very very well. Because how will somebody that have sense, you understand, as a governor, your state is mourning after uh, this crazy Fulani herdsmen, you know, murdered over 200 persons in your state. You understand? Now, these same people have been clamoring, have been agitating, have been protesting for you and the president to say something about those atrocities that was committed. The president did not say anything until the Pope had to say something. Then after the Pope said something, VDM had to go there to show the whole world what happened. Me, I didn't want to show that video on my channel because YouTube fit take am down, so I don't want it. Now until VDM had to go to the scene to show everybody what was happening. Even news stations could not even go there. They no fit go there. Dem no fit go there. They only want places that are soft. Arise no fit go there. Channels no fit go there. TVC, their own are worse. They no fit go there. AIT could not go there. All this NTA could not go there. None of all these TV stations went there. And you think it was ordinary? You think it's ordinary? I doubt it's ordinary. For all of these channels not to have gone there to that scene, at least it's not like they say there's still, even for war front, where we say that they shoot, TV stations they go. Not to talk of something that already happened and those people have left. Just for you guys to visit the scene and let people see what's happened. Una no fit go. Omo, they don't cage you now, and you people allowed yourselves to be caged. That is the problem. That's why whenever Rufa is on live TV and he's bombarding these politicians with questions, I get angry when a lot of people say he's being too much. I get angry. So back to what I'm saying. This so-called priest turned governor that does not know what he's doing. Your state is mourning. Now, after all these things, after VDM exposed everything, and then the president now said something about it, and now said he is coming on Wednesday, which is now today, as at today that I'm making this video. You, the governor, now had to do what? Now had to give a public holidays. You have to give a public, you have the guts to give these people that are mourning public holidays to stay where? To stay in IDP camps? No, I want to understand where you want them to stay. People that are in pains, you are not giving public holidays. If it is people that just want to go to work just to clear their head and all those stuff, you now give them by force public holidays to welcome, assuming you gave a 1 day public holidays for the whole state to mourn. We will know that you are mourning with these people. You did not give a public holidays for the state to mourn, like to mourn the deceased people that were quiet, over 200 people that were quiet. You did not give it, but you are giving a public holidays because the president is coming. Hey, God of mercy. This man, your head needs to be checked. Your head needs to be checked. Over 200 people died. You did not give public holidays. But one man, president, that is supposed to have done something since, did not do anything. He's coming to visit. You are giving public holidays. And apart from giving public holidays, you are calling on people to come and welcome the president. Hey! Does this man have advisors at all? This governor Aliyu Abi, wetin be him name? Does he really have advisors? It be like say nobody dey advise am, because as a priest that he is, in matters like this, I think he's supposed to at least consult his bishop spiritually, because sometimes it's not just physical. There are physical things and there are spiritual things, because most governors that I know, they have spiritual people Spiritual father, when something goes too spiritual, because they are human beings. You get some things where we say if you happen, they go at least speak to some spiritual people. We say they know they see certain things in spirit. Does he even consult the bishop to at least tell him, see, I know he cannot expose, say everything, but situations like this, you can at least ask your superiors as an alpha, how if you take do this? But it happened that you and these people, you are not on good terms now. You are not on good terms. Everything you are doing is just to please the president, not even your own people. The people that voted you with their heart, going against the bishop, your bishop, going against him to put you there because they believe that as a priest you will do better. But you can't be saying that you be worse. Now you, governor, now you be worse. And you will not tell me you don't know the reason for all these clashes. You won't tell me you don't know the reason for all these clashes. You won't. You know. You know, like the chief of defense staff, he has given reasons as to why this thing is happening. He has given reasons. One, he said it's probably for land disputes. People will say that things that can actually cause something like this. Land disputes, people that are fighting for land and all this, which I know obviously is not the reason for this, but it can be happening in certain settings, as in places, but smaller scale. Then about cattle rearing, all these headers, because if you carry cow, you get, because these Fulani herdsmen, they are angry that they kill their cow and all those things. But how will I have a farmland? I will be farming, breaking sweat, spending money, buying fertilizers, spending manpower, paying people to come and work on my farm. You go just carry your cow, hundreds of your cow, come down my farmland. Your cows go start to dey chop my crops. The government knows about all these things, but they don't want to do anything. If farmers come retaliate, then these headers will come in numbers and come and be buying all these people. Now, I want to ask the question: who gave all these headers this license to be carrying AK-47? Because headers can carry AK and be walking about, but ordinary people, farmers cannot carry AK to be protecting themselves. Who gave them license? How did they take see those AK-47? Because as far as I'm concerned, now only Nigerian police and soldiers they carry AK-47. Even DSS, their own gun, they different. So how these people they get access to that AK-47? These people will not tell me they don't know. They know. Look at Tinubu in his speech, said that they should go and settle waiting. The best thing is to ban these headers from moving around. Let them go to their state. Let them go to their state and be giving their cow crops. You cannot carry your cow from another state to my state and come and be eating my crops. It don't make sense now. Everybody knows that these guys are wrong. How come they sleep? They will come in their numbers. From where? Where them pass? Where them pass? You want to tell me they did not pass any checkpoint till they go to this place, to where those guys are? But if you come for east now, you will see from every single junction, you will see checkpoint. Whereas the eastern part is not even a fighting war. Places where war dey, una go comot them for there. Una go comot the people, the soldiers, all the people wey suppose mount checkpoint. Una go comot them for there. Carry them come where fight no dey. So it's very very obvious say people wey dey control these guys pass the president, not to talk of the governor, because the governor is not even making any sense. He just dey do things like he just dey do the opposite of everything. The president is coming to come and speak to the victims, and you are telling them to come out in numbers to come and welcome the president. See, with people where they mourn, you get sense like this. I think it's time this governor goes to check into a psychiatric day, because they need to evaluate his brain. I dey tell you people, I dey tell you, like as I dey feel right now, if I see that man now, right, like this, I feel slap him. Forget the fact that he's a governor. I feel slap him right now, because these people are beginning to make us see them like as very useless people. Gone are those days when you see a governor, like you are starstruck, like you've been awe of seeing such people. But they are reasoning now. We've come to realize that so many of them don't have brain, that they were just fortunate to be there. It's not like they got there on merit. They just somehow. Anyways, that's the reality of Nigeria. The moment we start acting like what we want, like we really do want something, the moment we start acting like we, then I think a lot of all this nonsense will stop. You get?